Hmm. Yeah, I'm quite tired. London time. I'm sore, dude. could have timed it by doing. I should have just done 2 heavy attacks anyway. All the free time loss I could do nothing about. That's awesome. Oh, long time no see, quit. I'm doing alright. I got DS2 no hit speed. I got DS2 miracles. Now we're working on this. Yeah, we're working on the no hit speedrun for this game now. Then after this, run are the DS3 runs. DS3 no hit speed and DS3 pyro. If you want to see, yeah, Happy New Year to you as well. If you want to see the, I forgot to do the plan. If you want to see the plan and the, ooh, the SL1 is the SL1 no hit 80%. I think is the best no hit run that you can do. Like, I think SL1 no hit in this game is the most fair challenge. Never seen you do that at the start. I think it does weird the toggle. But anyway, yeah, so DS3 no hit speed and DS3 pyro. And if you want to see the roadmap, you can also do this in the description or exclamation mark roadmap. Yeah, you should do exclamation mark roadmap so you can see what the plan is. Well, those are Drakes. Actually, I got you. That's my goal for that's what my roadmap for 2024 is. Now, I'm not trying to get super competitive times because that doesn't really matter to me. The only thing that I'm gonna be a little competitive on is the DS2 restricted speedrun to where I just want top 25 on the leaderboard. No, this is my 2024 goals. which on average, there's 12 runs on average. I set out aside. It ended up like I didn't plan on it being 12 runs, but it ended up being that. So on average, it's 1 month per run. Some of them are gonna take a lot shorter than others. They're like miracles. I got in 3 days. I rerouted it on the 1st, then rerouted it again on the 2nd, and I got it on the 3rd. So I more than believe we can get this DS1 run before February. Yeah. I got miracles in 10 tries. Which is much better than every other time that I've tried it. Because I've routed miracles in DS2, including the new reroutes, 11 times across 3 different versions of the game. Across Scholar current patch, Vanilla current patch, and Vanilla 1.02, which is like the launch patch, or something like that. I was not happy with any route, and the current one that got the no-hit run is not very good. Miracle is just an optimization nightmare. Miracle is definitely a lot better if you were to do it in vanilla though. So if I were to do like what some people do, which is like multiple runs of the same game. If I were to do like the Avatar run, which is all magics back to back, in DS2 I would run probably miracles on vanilla. What is miracles? Miracles is lightning magic. If you've played Elden Ring, it would be like the dragon communion, dragon incants. One of the dragon incants, I don't remember which one. But normally, miracles are really weak because miracle is supposed to be like the support magic in these games. So they do like healing spells, buff spells, debuff spells, stuff like that. And they have very limited damaging options. In Elden Ring it's different because Elden Ring, there are no miracles. It's incants, which is pyromancies and miracles together. But in all the other games, you basically, what you're working with is lightning magic. But each game, Dark Souls 3, of the trilogy, Dark Souls 3 is the best miracles. Because DS1 has some of the most powerful miracles, but the cast speed is ridiculous. DS2 has the weakest miracles, and also DS1, it takes forever to set up. You have to go to get your first miracle. You have to go to the catacomb. You have to go through the catacombs 2 times, which is not fun. And then DS2 has the weakest miracles, except if you played launch patch, because magic on the launch patch of DS2 up until Shulva came out, which is DLC 1. RTSR affected magic in DS2 for a long time, for like a month or 2. Before it got patched because it was too powerful. And they also nerfed miracles that patch, and I could tell you from doing testing with it, those miracles, oh my god. Lightning Spear and Great Lightning Spear was literally all you needed to complete the 80%. Because you got like 10 casts of Lightning Spear and 7 casts of Great Lightning Spear. That's all you needed. It's beautiful. And in current patch, it's neutered really badly. 3 copies of Lightning Spear and like 4 copies of Great Lightning Spear. It's really bad. Yes. You didn't know that? They haven't touched Elden Ring in a bit, but it's because they're gonna do a massive patch and overhaul when the DLC drops. But yeah, these games got routine updates. Like Elden Ring, I think got like a monthly update for balancing and bug fixing. No, they actually very much cared about their... FromSoft is a weird company. They clearly care about the games they make, but also they love dicking over the customer. No, the old one. The last update the old ones got was disabling multiplayer and then re-enabling it, because there was a backdoor technique that hackers were using to get people's IP addresses. So they shut down the servers so they could fix it, but then they did, and that was the last update all the old games got. The only game getting updates is Elden Ring, but once the Elden Ring DLC drops, that's probably gonna be the last update Elden Ring gets. Maybe some extra bug fixing after that, but if they don't plan on making a second DLC, that's gonna be it for Elden Ring until Spellbound comes out. Yeah, that is what the leak says, that Spellbound's gonna be their new game. It's gonna be like a third of the size of Elden Ring and primarily magic combat. Which is cool with me because I like magic in these games. I also started school back up, so... But I didn't have school today, so that's why I'm streaming. So, Bloodborne really doesn't have magic. It does, but not in a traditional fantasy sense. Because Bloodborne's all about eldritch gods and stuff, there's like eldritch magic as consumables. But there are no spells. There's like just magic adjacent things in Bloodborne. I actually planned on doing that no-hit run for Bloodborne. So there's the main set of Arcane, which affects stuff like that. So a lot of people do Arcane runs, but also Arcane is what people use for fire damage because fire scales with Arcane. So most people do an Arcane no-hit in Bloodborne, and they just do fire. I'm so lucky that the elevation saved me. I wanted to greed there so badly. Damn. Yeah, so Arcane. I was gonna do so you're very unga bunga with your playstyle. Shit. See, I feel like you like Elden Ring then. Because Elden Ring, with the way that the game works, if you learn when you can do charged attacks on bosses, you can just face them head on. Because the game primarily, at least the no hit and speedrunning side of it revolves around breaking the boss's poise in order to do crazy damage. Bloodborne's kind of like that as well, but with backstabs, it's a little different. Because not all bosses can get backstabbed, but many of them can get visceral. So Bloodborne's similar in that facet. What have you been up to, Quit? Which game are you playing again? Bloodborne. Yeah, backstabs into a visceral, which is where you actually like plunge your hand into their chest or back, is what really that does the good damage. Hi, lag. Yep, I understand. I probably have too much time to game. I mean, by probably, I mean I do. But that's, I guess, a luxury of it. At least the college I'm going to is like... Oh... So school started back up. It started up yesterday, but due to weather today, like some severe weather, all classes were moved to online today. Just for today, unless we get, I don't know, unless the weather is really bad for whatever reason, like the next couple of days. Besides that, what I'm gonna do later in stream is there's an idea I had, which is why DS2 is gonna happen later, where I saw this video, a couple of videos from this guy who went through all the Elden Ring Remembrance weapons, whole legendary weapons, and all the DS3 boss weapons, and did a 80% playthrough with them to rank them. So I'm doing that for DS2. I'm gonna go through all the boss weapons in DS2 and do a 80% playthrough with them to rank them. And how I feel, how good they are. Second year college, yes. There are 41 boss weapons I need to use. There are more, but the others are spells or spell tools. So I really don't think it makes a lot of sense to do a playthrough with like Nishandra's, yeah, all the boss weapons, 41 of them. But I don't think it really makes sense to do a playthrough with the Chime of Want, and then do another one with the Dahlia Soul, which isn't a boss weapon anyways. But like, chimes or spells doesn't really reflect, you know, a boss weapon, if you ask me. So I'm just using all the actual weapons, so bows, crossbows, bows, crossbows, ultra great swords, everything like that. The thing I'm not doing are all the shields, because I don't want to do like 15 playthroughs of doing shield bashes. So that's the other thing that I avoided. Chariot Soul, yes, one Chariot Soul can turn into the shield crossbow and the Great Lance. Maybe just a lance, but definitely a lance of some kind. I think it might be a Great Lance. And currently we're at 2 out of 41 done. Because yesterday I did Last Giant Soul, which is the Giant Stone Axe, and the Pursuer's Ultra Great Sword. And the difference between them was actually massive in terms of how good they were. It was actually ridiculous. I thought that the differences were going to be a lot more nuanced, but no, like, the Giant Stone Axe sucked and the Pursuer Ultra Great Sword was amazing, which makes me excited for all the other Ultra Great Sword. But yeah, we're gonna be doing that probably after a couple hours of bad runs, if I had to guess on how these are gonna go. There might be a promising run here or there, but probably main runs are gonna die before Quelaag, if I had to guess. Probably most of them are gonna die to RTSR dropping cards, so it is what it is. But I've already made peace with that. How's the All Boss No Bonfire coming along, Lang? It's on pause? Oh, because of finals, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, that's cool. All I know is that Resident Evil 2 No Damage is one of the easiest Team Hitless games out there. Maybe the easiest one. That's not good. Can you not keep back stepping, please? What an abysmal fight. I haven't played any of the Resis. My brother played 2, 7, and 8. But I haven't touched any of them. Very cool that I canceled my thing there. That's very awesome. 2218. So you would not be good if you played FNAF, is what you're telling me. I wouldn't say Lethal Company is a horror game. Lethal Company is a great game, though. I guess it is a horror game, but like, not. It's not like a very intense horror game. I feel that. I'm not a horror game person. I do like watching horror games though, like people do playthroughs of horror games. Ooh, tooth. I went diagonally back instead of hard right. Rookie mistake. That's a bad DS1 play right there. What's up with this company? It's just a fun indie game. The very brief summary is that you need to go to moons in order to collect scrap to meet your quota, and if you do not, you get launched into space. So you have to go to moons to search for stuff, but on the moons, in the bunkers that you search for loot, there are monsters. So you need to avoid death from monsters, from falling to your death, everything like that. You have to bring back loot to sell, to not die. And every single time you succeed by meeting your quota, the quota increases to make it harder, to where you have to stay for longer, you need to collect more stuff and put yourself in more danger. It's up to 4 players. I run it modded to where you can have parties up to 30, but I normally play it with like a group of 6 to 8. It's like $10. It's actually, in terms of number of copies, it outsold MW3 at launch, Modern Warfare 3 at launch. Cool hockey stuff. What my team loves doing is we get the inverse teleporter and we all yellow inside with no one looking at cams. Yeah, MW3 is a joke game. I agree. But yeah, we all inverse inside with no one on cams, and we just see who makes it out at the end. That's how we have fun. Yeah, we don't need anyone in cams. And one time we need cams just to verify if someone's dead. We don't really care where people are at unless we have a shit ton of loot. See, that's what we also like the horn. My favorite thing is the shove mod, where you're able to push people. As you imagine, there have been many deaths of shoving people into the abyss. From a little bit of trolling. The reason is because MW3 felt unpolished and didn't really expand upon what MW2 did. So it kind of felt just like more or less an expansion rather than a standalone experience. Yeah, and the campaign is like 4 hours or something. That's what I've heard, or possibly better than that, but I haven't played it, so I don't have a good opinion on it. Except that I don't like it because it's not the older CODs. I'm one of those fans. They can't get with the times, I guess. Because when I look at the model for 3 zombies, I'm like, that's not the zombies I played, man. But then that's probably how people felt who played World at War and Black Ops 1, looking at Black Ops 3 zombies and be like, that's not the zombies experience I had on like Dries when they're looking at fucking Dries Druck or Revelations. That's how I feel looking at Cold War and Modern Warfare 3 zombies and Vanguard. Oh yeah, dude. Those were the days. I would have been 7 when Black Ops 1 came out. Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 3 were my games. Those are the games I probably sunk the most time into out of all the CODs. Advanced Warfare would probably be 3rd. Because I played a lot of Advanced Warfare multiplayer. But Black Ops 3 by far. Like 150 hours on PC. And who knows how many hours on console, probably like 600 or something. Played on a notebook, goddamn. Which one was... Black Ops 2 had like 3 endings depending on who you killed on it. How did that not touch my toes? But yeah. It had like ending where you kill like Raul Menendez where you left him alive and one more thing. Maybe 4 endings. Something like that. Yeah, Black Ops 2 would be it, if I have to guess. I think that might be the only one with multiple endings. And people hold the Black Ops 2 campaign in very high regard. Yeah, 6 or 7, yeah, that also sounds about right. Yeah, it had a lot of endings. And then they threw them all away with Black Ops 3. Because Black Ops 3 was not connected. Oh, so that would be... World at War is COD 5. MW2 is COD 6. So it'd be COD 9. Is that right? COD 4 is MW1, COD 5 was World at War, COD 6 was MW2, COD 7 was Black Ops 1. Yep, COD 9 would be Black Ops 2. What happened with BO3? The campaign just did not relate to what Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 built upon. It takes like place like 100 or something years after, 200 years after Black Ops 2, so it doesn't even matter. I don't think it ever relates anything back to Mason or Woods or anything like that. I don't know, at least, because I haven't played any of the campaigns beyond like the first 10 minutes of a couple of them. Campaign was never my cup of tea. I always wanted to play multiplayer. I was told I missed out a lot of good storytelling, but yeah, the numbers, Mason, what do they mean? That's all. I missed out a lot of good gameplay and storytelling, but it didn't really matter to me. Because I'm not a person that likes to look for story. I like just being told story straight up. Which I'm sure that those would, but like, lore is cool when it's told to me.